you can significantly increase a property's value without adding a single square foot. Most people falsely believe that to add a bedroom and bathroom to a house, you have to add on to it, which requires a significant amount of time and money. The most important skill as a house flipper is to see the potential of the property and to increase its value with the least amount of time and money. And by using that exact skill, we were able to convert this 2-bedroom, 1-bath house into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And I'm going to show you exactly how we did it. In the front yard, the grass was completely dead, but the worst thing for the curb appeal was actually that awning that was so hideous. It's nice to have outdoor seating area, but you can't build that haphazardly. So we decided to take it out and instantly gave this curb appeal a boost. As we get closer to the building, we also replaced all the windows and the roof. These are expensive things to replace, but they do give the buyers a peace of mind and also increase the value of the home. And then because the garage is detached at the back of the property, we put in this metal gate so it's more convenient for cars to drive in and out. Welcome inside. The living room feels very bright and pretty now, but there was an old chandelier here that we replaced. We also freshened up this fireplace by painting the bricks. We removed a little cardboard here that was really old. We also replaced the parquet floor to this very neutral light colored floors. I know some people like the parquet floor, but because it dates the home a lot, so we decided to replace it. I think the lighter flooring color just make the home a lot more modern. So this is the 3rd bedroom that we added onto the house. This was originally a dining room. It was pretty spacious and very formal, and this is a very small house, so it doesn't really require a formal dining space like this. And I think a 3rd bedroom is way more valuable than a dining room. So we decided to add this closet and convert this into a new bedroom. By adding this new bedroom and the bathroom and creating a new master bedroom, we were able to increase the property value by about 10%, so $150,000. And that's a big deal because without those, the numbers wouldn't have worked. You ask me how I know because every time I run the deal analysis, I use my deal analyzer. I plug all the numbers into it so I get to the max purchase price that I can offer on the home. If you want to borrow my deal analyzer, make sure you grab it in the link in description below. There was an entrance to the kitchen over here that we blocked off, and now because the dining room doesn't exist anymore, we had to carve out this little space between the living room and the kitchen as the new dining area. Even though it's not very big, but because the house is pretty small, this actually is a good size. The kitchen went through so much. There were a few doorways in here, one to the old dining room, another to the old laundry room over there, and then another doorway to the hall right here that we blocked off. And instead, we made this opening way bigger, going to the new dining area and the living room. So that allowed us to have this open concept, and the space feels a lot bigger and more functional. We also added this little glass door to go to the side yard so that we have an access to the backyard without having to go through any of the bedrooms. In terms of the kitchen, it was so old and it was all yellow, and we gutted all the cabinets and appliances and we put in this new kitchen that's very modern with all new cabinets, countertops and appliances. We didn't really do any backsplash here because this is a lower priced home, and just a little backsplash like this is enough, and we didn't want to spend money that we can get a return on. And we also usually leave this fridge space open because buyers tend to have their own opinion on what type of fridge they want to get for the home. Some people like a French door, and some people like 3 doors, and some people prefer a water dispenser, and some people prefer not. So we usually leave this choice to the buyers to decide. The bedroom renovation was way simpler. We only had to put in a new ceiling light, replace the windows, and put in all new flooring. But now it seems like this bedroom is of a very decent size, and it's pretty comfortable. And this was the closet that looked like a sauna before. We painted all the walls and put in the shelves, so it doesn't really feel like a sauna anymore. This was the old pink bathroom that had a weird layout. It had the shower on this side, and then a closet over here, and a pedestal sink, which was very useless. So we decided to gut everything and also revamp the layout so that we could fit a bigger vanity that allows you to have storage and also more counter space compared to a pedestal sink. And then for the shower, we relocated it to this back of the room so that the layout just makes more sense. For the finishes, we use these subway tiles and tile them vertically so it gives you an elongated feel, and it just looks very clean and modern. And I think the bathroom is 10 times better than before. Originally, this bedroom was quite odd because there was a doorway here going to the kitchen. Why would you need a doorway to the kitchen from a bedroom? So we decided to close that one out, and instead we added a new master bathroom. So this bathroom was originally the laundry space, and we decided that it's more useful to have a master bathroom than to have a big laundry room. So we added the shower and all the fixtures and made this a very usable space, and also we significantly added value to the home, because if the home only had 2 bedroom, 1 bath, it just reaches a small buyer pool, because most families, young couple with kids or are expecting kids, they're gonna want at least another bathroom so that they don't have to share the bathroom with kids. And that really solved the problem. And for the finishes in here, we had the same subway tiles in the shower, and then on the floors, we use contrasting floors that are a little darker. It really enhanced the style, and I especially like this shower door that has black hardware and it gives it a nice frame. I'm really happy how this bathroom turns out, and I'm also glad that we were able to make it happen to add value to the home. This closet was originally here for this bedroom, but we were able to keep the interior door, which is really nice because it saves us a lot of money, and the single panel shaker style doors are back in style, so we didn't have to spend more money to achieve the style. Because we had to use a laundry space to add the new master bathroom, so we had to fit it back into the home somehow. And that was quite a challenge because the home is only 1,100 square foot and every square foot counts. So after looking around and trying different options, we finally decided to fit it into this closet here. So you may notice that this door is ultra wide. So we actually placed laundry hookup in here, and they can still have stackable laundry. So it's a big convenience to have indoor laundry. In this detached garage, the concrete slab was completely shot. So we replaced it, which is expensive, but it was something that we had to do because we could not sell the house with the concrete like that. And we also sheetrock all the walls. So now the buyer has a choice whether they want to park their car here or store some of the stuff that they want to put in the storage, or they could even use this as an office or as a gym. The backyard did not look like this. It was completely dead, but we revived it. First of all, we took out a deck that was here. It wasn't connected to the house and it was just standalone over here and it was pretty rotten. So after that, we had to put in the concrete patio, and now it gives us a very good sized seating area. And the rest of the yard is also beautified by a lot of flowers, some new mulch, and a new lawn, though it's kind of destroyed by some gophers. But we're gonna fix that for the new buyer, of course, and I really love the size of this backyard because it gives the buyers, again, some options. Because of how big it is, they could easily add an ADU or a shed of some sort so they can have more living space out here, and that's so valuable. You may notice that I tend to add plants and mulch to backyards, but I also like to add planter boxes like these to a backyard because a lot of buyers like to grow their own vegetables now, and they also like the variety that the backyard shows them. So we have a nice lawn here, and we have pathway and concrete patio, which are pretty standard for backyards enjoyment, but planter boxes give them another option for them to grow their own produce, and they also can see how big the yard is with the diversity. Now you've seen this whole transformation, let's get to the numbers. I purchased this house for around $1 million, and we put about $200,000 into the renovation because the house needed everything. And we finally sold the house for $1.5 million, so we made a 6-figure profit. In the next video, I'm going to show you how we turned a hillside fixer-upper that didn't have a master bathroom into a $2.6 million sale. We added a much-needed bathroom and also completely transformed that property. I'll see you there.